are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Hit the record button. Hello, New York. Yes, I'm not in New York, but I will be talking to Princess Wow. Actually, that's not her name, but her name is Mindy Fradkin, and I'm going to be talking to her in a few moments, but she'll be calling from New York City. Let me see if I have her on the line. Hi, Mindy.
Hi.
Hello.
How's it
How you
going
doing?
there on the West Coast?
It's going wonderful. We have a perfect weather today. Well, except for the fires, but other than that, we're doing good.
Yeah, other than the fires, yeah.
I know. The air quality is awful, but.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here, and I don't live in the city. I perform in the city. I live in the Hudson Valley in Newburgh. But I'm at my friend Richard Talbert's art studio today because I was in the city this morning at a solo performance alliance group with other solo artists. It was really wonderful. So I figured it'd be good to stay in the city to be promoting my show, which is coming up.
Right. Well, yeah.
You know,
better than
next weekend, next Sunday. Yeah.
Right. So the show's called Ageless Wonders, and it's going to be Sunday, November 3rd at, am I saying this right, Triad Theater?
3 p.m. at the Triad Theater on the Upper West Side, which is where I am right now. I'm on the Upper West Side, yeah. And it's actually, I have a subtitle. It's Ageless Wonders, a grown-up kid's guide to realizing we are new.
So tell me about the concept, because I love your website. I love your hats. I love your get-ups and everything. Your pictures are wonderful and colorful. But tell us a little bit more about what makes Mindy into Princess Wow.
Okay, well, as you see from all my colors, well, for years, like in the city, years ago, and still a lot of people in New York wear black, and out in L.A., I fit right into the whole scene with all my colors, groovy colors. But here, there's a lot of black still, actually. But in the 90s, everybody was a sea of black, and so I was wearing all these rainbow colors. I was wearing turquoise wigs before anybody else was wearing colored hair, and lavender wigs. And so I was always wearing, in my hat, I design hats too, and so I was always wearing these outrageous outfits, and I was saying wow all the time. And so I was at this spiritual retreat years ago, and this theater director, a friend of mine, said, he started calling me wow. And see, I have a Baltimore accent, so I have to spell it. I have to say W-O-W because people don't know what I'm saying because of the way that I say O's from Baltimore, I don't know if you know that, but in Baltimore we have this twang. So I got the name Wow years ago, and then I had a different stage name, 'cause I was always performing. I mean, I was performing with my hats And I was a stand-up comic before, and it's a long story, but I was doing costumes and wardrobe, and the whole time I was on this film in Pittsburgh all summer. This actor friend of mine started saying, "You should be in front of the camera, not behind the camera. You could be the next comedy sensation. All you have to do is get up and talk." Well, anyway, so the point is that I ended up doing stand-up comedy and all this stuff, and then I started wearing hats all the time, and then I created the show with my hats. And so the outfits and my person, I guess everything combined, it just ended up being, WOW became part of my stage name. It was the Mad Hattress, because I was performing with hats. And then my girlfriend, who was writing for the New York Times, said, "You're not Miss WOW," was like a nickname. And then she said, "You're Princess WOW." She said, "You're not Miss WOW." So that's how I got the name years ago. And I just felt like it stuck, and it felt right for me to be Princess WOW.
Right. Yeah, because WOW is spelled backwards is wow too, and but if you
and
Spanish
upside
WOW,
down it's mom. Upside down it's mom.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
See?
Are you a mom as well?
It's a good name. It just what?
Are you a mom as well?
I'm a mom of a kitty cat.
Oh,
I'm a cat mom. So years ago, people would
go.
ask me, "Do you have kids?" And I would say, "No, I have hats and a cat." Okay.
That's all you need. Sometimes they're a handful already. So I have actually a cat myself. Her name is Fox, and she's very special because she's got little socks on her paws, and she's very demanding. And so that's enough.
I just adore my. I love cats. So, yep.
Yeah, cats they have so much personality, and they have their own a mind of their own. I love them too.
Yeah, they're all unique. But anyway, so the premise of my show, I got into writing this show. I mean, I was doing an unscripted show for years with my hats. It was like an improv, and I would sell my hats at the end, and then people would pay me to perform at senior homes and women's clubs, et cetera. And I got a lot of publicity, like New York Times, Good Day New York, all the stuff. I guess between my hat, I was running around New York for years with this big hat box and all my colorful clothes. It's like standing out wherever I would go. But anyway, so then what happened was then I started my dad's deathbed. My dad rarely smiled, and then when last time I saw my dad conscious, he gave me a big smile, and that smile changed my life for the better. And then I was performing my Hat Happening show for independent film in the city, and out of my mouth came, "We need a smile revolution in the world." And so it was like this whole idea came to me, and it was like really inspired. And then my dad died that week, and then I went through a really dark period. I almost didn't make it. And then I was on the radio a lot in Woodstock, New York. And then just the thought came to me. I was so depressed that year, and then all of a sudden it was like this thought came to me. It's time to start the Smile Revolution. And then my whole life changed for the better. I was very self-involved. Wow. How can I help the world smile more? And then I was on the radio a lot in Woodstock, and then I started my own radio show with all these celebrity guests, and that's when I met my husband, who's a folk musician. We're divorced now, but he's my husband now, and he plays the music with me on stage. And so we wrote all these songs about smiling and all that stuff. And then I was developing a TV show, and then nothing was working out, and I was out in L.A. I used to live in L.A., and my actor friend, my friend's husband said, "Why can't Mindy write a one-woman show, and here's a coach?" So I got my director out in L.A., who Megan knows very well, and so I work with her on Skype, and so she helped me develop this show. And I was writing another show about, my childhood and all the stuff, how I overcame a lot of abuse and this kind of thing, but it wasn't feeling right. It was feeling too heavy. I didn't really want to get into all that. And then I took a pause for like 9 months, like giving birth. And then I had this job that it was like horrible. I hated it. I was coming home exhausted, and I just hated this job. And then people started talking to me differently because I'm like in my 6th decade. And all of a sudden people started talking to me like, "Are you still working? Are you retired?" And people even like younger people would be like, I don't know, it was like older than their parents, and I just started feeling really weird, like, I was like in this new universe. And so one day I just came home from this job, and I just started writing the show. It just started coming out, and all of a sudden I started feeling happy. And So I called up my director in LA, and we started working on it right away. And I started doing all this research about ageism, and I'm very spiritual and into metaphysics. And so I just started doing all this research and reading articles about, being in this new decade and all the ageism, but also just the fact that actually, in truth, we're really all ageless and eternal, because I study metaphysics. And actually, quantum physicists say the same thing. They say there really, in truth, there's no time. And if there's no time, there's no age. So it has a whole metaphysical twist to my show.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to see it, but I'm here in LA. But
well, I'm going to be live streaming it. Well, I'm going to be what? Say it again.
No, I'm saying I hope to see it one day if I can. You say you're going to live stream it?
It's going to be live streamed. I'm live streaming it actually too, so I can talk to you about it, and if you're interested.
Yeah. How do people do this? Go to your website, or
well, they have to contact me. Well, they have to contact me. They can if you give them I don't think I gave you my email address. If they email me or private messenger me, I can give people the information. Because I'm charging, I'm charging a fee if you want to watch it live, or I can. It's uploaded. You can either watch it live at 12 o'clock West Coast time, or he's going to upload it, and then it'll be like on a private mode for viewing later.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
So for those that are listening here in the East, the West Coast here, but also in the East Coast, they actually have to go to this website. It's mindyfradkin.com. And I am seeing here the upcoming show, which is going to be, like she said, Sunday, November 3rd. Is the live show, Triad Theater. But yeah, if you're in the West Coast and you want to see it, then you have to contact Mindy Fradkin, on an email or Facebook, or any preference, or any way they can.
Or they can go to they can go to I mean, if you post my email, it's like Mindy.Fradkin. It's FRAD as in David, KIN as in Nancy at yahoo.com. They can email me about it.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So and it's part wonderful. It's like storytelling. It's part musical about the healing power of a smile, and it's interactive with my hat. I do a whole hat show too. I do like a hat performance with the audience with my designer hats, and then I do some other interactive things too. And I have no fourth wall. I mean, I talk directly to the audience.
Okay.
And there's like videos. I have videos and photos, and and I have I won Best Costume Design, and I bestseller last fall. I performed on Theater Row, and I've also performed at the Hollywood Fringe Festival and Whitefire Theater at the Solo Fest last year.
Right. I see. Was that this year or was it last year? Because I remember you somehow.
Year.
I think I've seen you.
Last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
my director
I saw you.
Jessica Lynn Johnson, who's my director, she works out of the Whitefire Theater in Sherman Oaks. And she knows Megan Ford Miller very well.
Right. Yeah, actually, I've been seeing a lot of her shows at the Fringe Festival last year and this year as well. She's nonstop working.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, so many shows.
She's incredible. She's just like a godsend. I mean, she's just helps us so much. I mean, she's a wonderful coach and director. She's really fantastic. Yeah, so I feel very fortunate that I've, found her and have been working with her for, a few years now. Yeah.
So I think she has a free workshop if anybody wants to go and see what it's like, and then if they want to work one-on-one with her, then you have to talk to her about it. But I think she has a free class.
It's on Saturday morning. Yeah, it's Saturday mornings at the Whitefire
Saturday
Theater.
mornings. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, cool. So and then your lyrics and your music and lyrics are with Roland Musa.
Roland Musa, yeah, he's a Grammy Award-winning musician. We were very close to Pete Seeger, who was a folk icon, and we worked with him. And yeah, Rowan and I wrote the except for one of the songs my friend Laura Molitor wrote, the finale. And we do a sing along too.
Okay.
I mean, the last couple of songs I have the lyrics on the stage, and so we do a sing along too, like karaoke at the end. The last two songs, and so Laura wrote the last song, and then we wrote the other ones, and then I have one cover song. But it's all about smiling, the healing power of a smile. Because we need more genuine smiles in the world. When because when you smile with love, you're accepting the other person. And you can also save a life. It sounds very simple, but it's so powerful and true because there's a lot of, the Dalai Lama says there's many kinds of smiles, like 16 kinds of smiles. But I'm only talking about genuine ones, And it's like the world right now, we have so much division and so much hatred, with politics and everything. People are like so divided and like dropping friends and family members. I mean, we just need to rise above and just be more loving and accepting of other. Everybody has an opinion. You can't change anyone's opinion. Everyone has an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So we need to bring more love into the world.
Yeah. Before the social media and everything, people used to talk to each other, and they used to, I particularly haven't lost friends over their opinions. Whereas other people will be dropping them because of their political views, religious views, and et cetera, et cetera. I like to talk to people one-on-one. That's why I'm loving talking to you in person or over the phone, because we need to talk. I don't know. It's just weird how we have transitioned into this world where it's really taboo to talk to people, or they feel uncomfortable picking up the phone. And it's all text and
everything is like a quick text, and a lot of times you misinterpret text, and you get, it's like you can't even understand sometimes saying, even on email, and it's so and a lot of people
because you have this inner voice, and you have this inner voice that's reading the text, and you're like, what do you say?
Yeah. Right. So it is.
And the voice
it's so different when you talk to somebody. Right.
Yeah, because if you say something funny and it comes across as rude or, exactly.
Right, they think you're saying it in like a different way. Yeah, because they can't hear the way you're talking, your tone.
Exactly, yes. So, I'm loving this right now. It's just Ageless Wonders, once again. Subtitle is A Grown-Up Kid's Guide to Realizing We Are New.
Because every moment is new. See, the thing is that every moment is really new. And we really only have the now, the divine, and it's really not even now. There's only the divine presence, really. There's only the present. There's the future's gone. The future's gone. I mean, the future's not here yet. The past is gone. And so if you stay in the moment, all is well. And we just really have to focus there. Not saying it's easy, but that's really what we have. And something that helps me a lot is instead of focusing on time, I focus on, this is one thought that helps me every day. If I start feeling stressed about time, it's like, okay, day is the unfoldment of good, not time. You just want to express good all day long, right? And And the thing is about the age, it's like it really is. It's like a myth. We've like created this myth about age. Like, okay, the millennials and the baby boomers, like we categorize everybody in this era. They didn't do that in the 1800s and before. It was like this is like a modern thing. It's like it's really interesting when you really think about all these things. How people like just like make things up about people and generations and stuff. It's just. So it's an interesting.
You always hear that expression. You always hear that expression. You millennials and you baby boomers, and as if you were in that category and you cannot change your mind because you're a certain generation and you cannot think.
Different than your whole generation. I mean, we're all individuals. And everyone is unique and has their own opinions and thoughts. And you can't just say we're all the same just because we're from the same generation, because we're all different. So it's, So anyway, I've been told from my show, I've been getting good reviews, and I've, I get different, audience reviews and then, professional reviews. But one of my friends is a filmmaker. Film producer. She said that my show takes away the fear of aging. And that's huge if I'm doing that for my audience, because so many people, or even people in their 30s, so a lot of people are afraid of aging in our society.
Right.
And it's, because the media predicts, shows like all these ads, like you have all these wheelchair ads and all these other, it depicts people who are older as like decrepit, and there's all these, and we even like inherit those beliefs from when we were children. It's like, oh, nobody wants to be old. But it is changing. There's a lot of people who are, there's like models with gray hair now, and it is starting to shift. And so that's a good thing. So I'm on this crusade fighting ageism.
Yeah.
We need to shift, people thinking differently about us olders. And so it's good. It's all good. There's books about it. There's this one woman, this chair rocks. She's on a book tour, and she's been on TED Talk and everything. And it's just we have to shift our belief system about people who are older. It's not like, you can still be very vital, for decades ahead. You don't have to think in terms of, I'm just going to go downhill. Right.
Well, you always have those memes, or going over the hill and all these jokes, and I think with age you become more enlightened, hopefully, and more knowledgeable, and more. I actually have grown to from what I used to be a few years ago to now. I feel younger because I'm doing what I love to do, which is theater, and I'm involved in this different things that I'm doing, which is my expression. And ever since I've been doing that, I feel younger. I feel better, like my face. You can tell from a few years ago to now.
Yeah.
You don't see you still see my wrinkles, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can actually see it in the face, and you just glow with,
you feel happier. Yeah.
Yes. You can see it in your eyes, because if I see from a few years ago to now, exactly. And every picture that I see you in, I see you with the colorful, and the parrots. I love the parrot picture, by the way, that you took in the park. Very colorful. You. Yeah, it's wonderful.
The thing is that a Native American a chief told me years ago, and I was doing this before, but he said to me that his mother taught him to always wear bright colors because it makes people happy. It's uplifting. It's cheerful. And so I was doing it intuitively for years before, but I just thought that was interesting. And because it is more uplifting to wear color for people. It makes people smile.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm wearing black right now.
That's okay. That's all right. You can wear black. I'm not. I wear black sometimes too. I'm not criticizing anybody for wearing black. It's just that I just feel like black. It's more fun, and I like to have fun. It's like we need more fun in the world too. Good, clean fun. It's just more uplifting and fun, And so I just gravitate most of the time to lots of color. And so. Anyway, and so I'm at Richard Talbert's art studio. I just want to give shout out because I appreciate him letting me do my interview here because I was in the city.
Yeah.
And he's on the Upper West Side on 246 West 80th Street, Art Loft 7. And his work is the color and rhythm is really beautiful. And so I just really appreciate him letting me do this here because I couldn't do it in the middle of the street in New York City.
No, of course.
Today.
It'd be fun, but it would be too chaotic.
It'd be kind of noisy,
Kind of.
And yeah. So
I appreciate you calling in today, and I'm loving all the colors, all the positivity, and the wonder of listening to you live. And I hope that people will take the chance to see it. It's going to be again Will this be a one night show? I mean, 1 day show.
It's one
Sunday,
afternoon.
the third.
It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, next Sunday, November 3rd at 3 o'clock. It's a 70-minute show. It's 158 West 72nd Street on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. And come spend the afternoon with me, either online if you're out of town. Let me know if you want to watch it live, or I can send it to you at another time. You can watch it. Or if you're in New York or coming into New York, come to my show. And it's the tickets. It's on the website, the Triad. It's Triad, New York City, NYC.com to get tickets. And the tickets are $20 with a 2-drink minimum.
Okay. So yeah, start your drinking early, right?
What?
If you're start your drinking early because it's 3 o'clock. I'm just saying. Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere else.
You can have a soda or juice. You don't have to have an alcoholic drink unless you want to. But they anyway. So it's So my director is, as I said, Jessica Lynn Johnson. She's an award-winning director. And Roland is my musical director, and we have musical interludes. He comes on for the it's mostly storytelling and interactive, and you'll be smiling the whole time, I've been told, so that's a good thing. And I'm just naturally funny, so it's fun and funny and interactive, and has a lot of good. It gives people hope.
Right. And actually, it's been awarded with a few.
About what?
And it's been awarded as well. I see different things here that says you have the Bestseller United Solo Award, Best Costume Design Award, Official Selection Solo Fest Award. So it's an award-winning show. So if you're, the accolades help. But of course, if you want to see it live, I think it's the best way to see it. The best way to see theater is live. So if you're in New York City and you don't want to spend $800 to see Hamilton or whatever other show, go see Ageless Wonder, and you're going to be laughing, you're going to be smiling when you get out of the theater. I think it's wonderful. I've never been to this side of New York, or never been to the Triad Theater, but if I were there,
it's a cute theater. It's a really cute theater. Yeah. It's a nice place. I like it. Yeah, it's a really cute little theater.
Great.
So
thank
any
you
other
so shout outs you want to make?
Really appreciate it. I want to thank Megan Ford Miller for Megan. I want to thank Megan for setting up our interview. Megan Ford Miller.
Hi, Megan. Yeah, I'll be talking to her. I think it's going to be. Yeah, I'll be talking to her tomorrow because she's doing her own workshop in Santa Monica.
Right.
It's called But Am I Famous? Or am I something like that. There's going to be a workshop with different actors and producers. So I'll be talking to her tomorrow, and that's another great show because this other festival they have in Santa Monica is free. Anybody can go for free. It's amazing, and they have great shows there. And of course, I'll be there.
Yeah, I know a lot of them. I know a lot of the performers. Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of those performers. So it's going to be a great weekend next weekend in LA. Yep.
Right. So when are you coming back to LA? When are you coming to share
I'm not sure actually. I'm working on. I'm writing a new children's show. And I've done a lot of events with kids over the years, and you see how colorful the kids, of course, really like me. And
right.
I'm working on booking. I want to do a tour in England, actually, so I'm working on that too. And then I don't know. I'm not sure about LA at this moment. I haven't made any plans right now.
Okay.
But
well, hopefully, when you do
I'll
come, I'd like to see you or see your show. And of course, you're always welcome to come to Hollywood Fringe or Solo Fest or whatever other events we have here. We are welcome to anytime. And so thank you once again, Mindy. I appreciate you calling today. I know you are busy in New York, so I'll say farewell for now. But yeah, for those that are still wondering, if you want to go see the show, go to mindyfradkin.com, and you're going to see all these wonderful pictures and and press release and everything and information. But I'll post this below too. So if you're listening to this podcast on either YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, I'll be putting all the links below. So
and thanks,
once again, thank
thanks
you.
again to Richard Talbert again for hosting my interview. Okay, so thanks so much, Richard.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks, Victor,
right.
so much. Okay, thanks a million.
You're welcome,
okay,
Mindy.
bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We are go for liftoff in T minus 30.
Hit the record button.